The dead of winter might not be the optimal time to come to Indiana, but your folks are from here. What did they tell you about it, and what are your impressions so far?
Well, I do have a lot of family here. My dad went here, my mom was down the road, but they both love it here, and they're really excited about me being here and around family. So,
what did they tell you about it?
just their experiences and how fun it was, and how much fun they'll think I'm gonna have here. So,
When did you actually arrive?
when did I arrive?
Mm-hmm.
I believe I arrived, I think the 2nd of January, just to get settled in. So,
I guess, what was the process like for you, and as somebody who's been through recruitment at least once, just kind of in terms of getting in contact with Indiana, what you were looking for in a school, and ultimately settling on IU? What was that process like?
well, first and foremost, I was looking for, where can I continue my academic career, where can I continue just being happy and playing ball. So, it kind of worked out with Coach Sheridan and Coach Allen, and I decided to come to IU and continue my academic and athletic career.
I see your hat's got a Coach Mallory football on it, and your dad was walk-on kicker for him. What did he tell you about Coach?
Oh, he loved him, and he absolutely loved his experience here, and I think it'll be pretty special for him to come here and on Saturdays and be together through that experience. So.
What do you know about the team? What do you know about your teammates? Have you been able to watch any film or anything like that?
Yeah. First off, it's about learning everyone's name. But yeah, a good thing is I have adapted very, very quickly. I've gotten, I believe, all the guys' names and learned about their backgrounds, where they're from. More than just football. Yeah, I watch games and see what every guy can do, or what position they are. But it's more than that, and it's about finding out who they are, what their family's like, and where they're from too. So.
What did Coach Allen say about maybe how he saw you fitting here? What about you, I guess, made you the right fit in his eyes?
Coach Allen and I have similar ideologies, and he's a man of Christ. I'm a man of Christ, and I think that goes a long way. And he wants to win. I want to win, and it's simple things like that. And he wanted me here because he believed I was going to work hard and bring a good attitude, continue bringing good attitudes to this football program, and work hard to win. So.
From an on-the-field perspective, I imagine you're still probably sort of really getting immersed in the offense, but what do you think you bring, and maybe the way it fits what Indiana wants out of that position?
I guess they told me, they just like the way I compete. They like the way all the quarterbacks compete, and competition breeds success, and that's all I can tell you for now. And competition is going to breed success and greatness.
I know Coach Sheridan, was kind of the lead guy in your recruitment. Just talk about that relationship with him, and just what impressed you so much about him, and how he kind of went about things.
Coach Sheridan, first off, is a great guy. Went beyond football with him, and learning about him and his family and what he's done, and I think I just connected with him in that way, and very, very great guy, and I'm looking forward to working with him.
You were telling Indiana fans what kind of player they could expect to see in you. Tell them a little bit about that.
I'm going to give this team everything I got, and I hate losing. I absolutely hate losing. I hate it more than I love winning, and I think that's the kind of attitude I bring here, and I think a lot of guys are on board with that idea, and it's all about just moving forward and grinding, and I think we're doing that for sure.
Just as a quarterback, in terms of skill set, that kind of thing.
Okay. I feel like I'm going to work hard. I think, Peyton, Mike, and I, we're all going to improve together, and I think that's important. Like I said before, competition equals success, so that breeds it, and so I think that's what the main point I'm trying to make is.
You mentioned Peyton and Mike, and talk about the quarterback room a little bit. What kind of guys they seem to be.
Yeah, Peyton and Mike, I couldn't come to the better situation on how great of guys they are. I've met both of them, talked to both of them, phenomenal guys, and I think we're all looking forward to just competing and getting better.
Where do you, I guess, just in evaluating your own game, what do you want to improve on here through, obviously, spring practice and off-season conditioning?
Things I would love to improve on is just continue growing as a player, continue I guess with different coaches, Coach Sheridan, we've yet to get in the film room and do all that stuff yet. Take some of his ideas, implement it into my game, and to the new offense when the new OC gets here, do that as well. And I think that's what we're all looking to do here, as on the offensive side of the ball.
You've obviously been part of a college strength program before. How's it been under Coach Blue and those guys these first couple of weeks you've been here?
Those guys are great, and coming here and being a part of those workouts, it was awesome. And I think my physical conditioning and all that stuff, I think it's gonna keep on improving. Those guys are off the charts, like I said. I'm lucky to be here, and I'm lucky that they're coaching me. So.
This program's kind of struggled to get over the hump the last couple of years under Coach Allen. What did you see in Indiana that made you think that this was a place that was maybe on the verge of having the success you see?
I came here. First I communicated with Coach Sheridan and Coach Allen, and those guys kind of had the same attitude I did. They want to win really bad, and they're really down to earth, great guys. When I came on my visit, talked to Coach Ballou, Coach Ray. Those guys are on point. Like I said before, those guys are phenomenal coaches, and they're getting us right. I can tell you that right now. So it's just the commitment all these guys have. And when I was around my, back then, future teammates, they were all just welcoming, and they're all on board with the idea of doing anything we can to win. So.
When did you visit?
I couldn't tell you.
It's a Purdue game, right?
Yeah, it was the Purdue game.
Yeah.
Was that kind of hush-hush?
Didn't
hear a whole lot about it.
Not for everybody.
I couldn't tell you if it was hush-hush. It was just kind of a very quick decision at that point. And the process, it was, we never knew what we were going to do from weekend to weekend. We just had to get our things together and do it. So.
Academically, is it the business school? What are you going to be in?
Business school, finance.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Is it hard adjusting without knowing who the offensive coordinator is going to be?
In many cases, for players, it would be, but here it's not. Just because, we trust Coach Allen, and we trust Coach Sheridan and the rest of the coaching staff that they'll make the right choice, and we're behind each other no matter what. And just being here for 2 weeks, I can already tell that, and all the players are on board. So.
Is there anything that surprised you as far as what you learned either about the program or even just being around campus since you made that visit to enrolling now?
Well, my classes are way further than I expected, so I got to take the buses a lot more than I would like. But that's part of the process. That was definitely different for me, football-wise. Coach Allen, Coach Sheridan, and all them. It told me what to expect, and I got that plus more, especially with Coach Ballou and my teammates. Just great guys overall.
I know. Oh, go ahead.
And you guys obviously doing conditioning. Are you guys getting out, quarterbacks and receivers and all those guys doing some like 7-on-7 and working out in Mellencamp and just trying to get that down? And if so, what have you seen from those guys as far as what kind of players you got to work with? Off-season, season training's different, and everything's kind of down low. But we are doing that stuff together as a team, and we're trying to prepare for next season. And like I said, I've seen them play games last year, and I've seen it in the early month of January. These guys are great skill players, great guys, and great attitudes. It's all optimism and positivity. So doing that stuff, it's been really great, and I'm happy to see where it's going.
I know athletes at your level don't necessarily have a lot of spare time, but when you do have spare time, what do you like to do?
What do I like to do here so far? Well, we went to anywhere.
Yeah, back home.
Right.
What do you like to do?
There's no beach here, so San Diego. Where I was born in Indy, but lived in San Diego for most of my life. So, it depends where I am. Here, hang out with the guys. Went to Mother Bears. Watched games. Sucks that the Colts lost, but big Colts guy. But really just been doing that so far. I'm looking forward to spend more time with my teammates. So.
Jack, you kind of talked about how it's important for you to build a relationship beyond just the football side of things, whether it's with your teammates or with your coaches. I guess that's maybe kind of like a surface level thing, but why is that important to you to have something that bonds you with them beyond just the game or beyond just film room type stuff?
It's a grind on the field out there, and people don't really understand that because they're not in that position.
it's not just about throwing the ball around or handing it off, whatever. You got to be dialed in. Mentally, it's almost like you got to be one person, just moving down the field, chunking away. So it's important to know your guys and not just know what they're going to do, but know their backgrounds, and just have a brotherhood, and just be on the same page. That way everyone has one goal, and you build that through the off season and continues through the fall, and that's how championships are made. Honestly, it's more than just a game. It's about developing a brotherhood and trying to win.
Is this something that first struck you in high school, or when did it kind of maybe click for you mentally that, all right, I need to have a deeper relationship with these kinds of guys?
I think that first struck me probably after my first year of playing football. I think I was in third grade. I think I was a lineman, and wasn't my favorite thing, but I kind of was like, well, I'm out here, I'm playing for my team. This is more than just about me. So it's kind of having a selfless attitude and doing whatever you can for your guys and caring about them and knowing them. And I was a tight end my second year, so that was better for me then a little bit. But it's just about knowing your role and knowing your guys and having fun with it too.
It sounds like you subscribe to the love each other philosophy then.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and I think that was a part of, part of why I came here was because of that. Well,
you tell about your background in high school at Mission Hills, and it's a very high level of competition, high school there in the San Diego area. Talk about how that helped prepare you for the college game.
I think the film study was a lot more advanced, and I learned that from my father and Coach Alzer and Coach Spada, all those guys there. And I think that was phenomenal, and that helped me improve on the field. And we were all perfectionists there, and like you said, it was a high level, and you needed to be that way to win. So it was a lot quicker. Everything was faster in high school than most people would, experience. Yes.
When you went to the Elite 11, I mean, I know obviously football's a team game, but how much fun was that working with those other top guys in your class and getting taught by guys like Trent Dilfer and some of those guys? I mean, how much fun was it? What'd you get from that?
I was honored to be there in the first place. It was a great experience. Coach Trent, all those guys, Yogi, they do a fantastic job. And with them, it's about more than just football too. It's about being a great man and impacting this world in a positive way. So I had a blast up there, and I love those guys.
You talked about being a big Colts guy. Is there obviously Peyton Manning being the Colts guy, is there any kind of quarterback you kind of model your game after, someone that you looked up to in the pros when you were a kid who you wanted to emulate when you got to this level?
I was born in Indy, so that's why I'm a Colts guy. And plus, I love Peyton Manning, the sheriff. He's a great guy. So at first, he's obviously favorite quarterback of all time. But modeling my game, I couldn't tell you a certain quarterback. It's just taking bits and pieces from each guy. Andrew Luck, his toughness. Tom Brady, his competitiveness. Drew Brees, how quick his release is. It's taking bits and pieces from each guy and kind of putting together that perfect, ideal look, if you know what I mean.